Deputies dispatched to Mr. Sanders' residence on November the 16th. 3 suspects had entered the residence and stole some of his property. Mr. Sanders does have quite extensive surveillance footage both on the inside of the home and in the exterior of the home. So we were able to get some surveillance footage from him on the day.
Imagine this. You're stepping onto an NFL field for the very first time. The cameras are all on you. The stadium is rocking. The pressure is insane. And while you're in the middle of the biggest moment of your life, something is happening miles away that you have absolutely no idea about. Someone is breaking into your home. Someone is going through your personal space. Someone is stealing over $200,000 worth of your property while you're trying to prove you belong in the National Football League. That unbelievable situation is exactly what happened to Shedeur Sanders. And the truth is, the story doesn't stop there. It only gets deeper, messier, and way more complicated than anyone expected. While Shedeur was thrown into action against the Baltimore Ravens, completely unprepared for what the moment would demand, 3 suspects reportedly entered his home. They didn't just walk around for a few minutes. They stole a massive amount of valuables, almost as if they knew that this was the perfect moment to strike, because the entire world knew where Shedeur was. He was on national TV. He was nowhere near home. And that's exactly why he became the perfect target. It's easy to imagine the physical pressure of an NFL debut, but imagine finishing that game already mentally drained, already questioning your performance, already dealing with the stress of the biggest step of your career, and then finding out that your home wasn't safe, that someone took advantage of your dream to steal from you, that while you were fighting for your future, someone else was tearing through your past. And here's the thing. Shedeur is not alone. This has happened to Patrick Mahomes. It's happened to Travis Kelce, to Joe Burrow, to Cameron Jordan, to several big names across the league. Pro athletes have become prime targets because everyone knows their schedule. Everyone knows when they're traveling. Everyone knows when they're playing on Sunday. If you're in a stadium on game day, you are definitely not at home. It's a terrible reality these players live with. Fame brings money, but money brings danger. Still, for Shedeur, the timing couldn't have been worse. Because his debut was already going to be an uphill battle. He didn't even start the game. He wasn't prepared for the moment. He was thrown into the fire because Dillon Gabriel went down with an injury. And when you put a rookie quarterback into an NFL game with 0 notice, 0 rhythm, and 0 first-team reps, it almost never ends well. And it didn't. 4 completions, 16 attempts, 47 yards, no touchdowns, an interception, a tough start. But if we're being honest, it's exactly the kind of performance you expect when a rookie quarterback is tossed in cold, especially when that rookie hasn't had a single rep with the starting offense all season. Not one. Most rookie quarterbacks struggle even with a full week of preparation. Shedeur had none of that. So instead of a debut that could build confidence, it became a debut that raised questions. What does this mean for him? Is he ready? Is the team helping him? Is the coaching staff doing their job? Those questions got a lot louder after the game. Not just from fans, not just from social media, but from one of the biggest voices in football, Cam Newton, former NFL MVP, a quarterback who understands pressure, a quarterback who knows what it means to be judged, a quarterback who knows what it feels like to be doubted. And Cam did not hold back. He said straight up that he does not think Kevin Stefanski wants Shedeur Sanders to succeed in Cleveland. Not that he's unsure. Not that it's a possibility. Cam said he believes Stefanski does not want Shedeur to succeed, and his reasoning? Actions speak louder than words. Cam pointed out that it's irresponsible and reckless for a team in the NFL to have a rookie backup quarterback and not give him any first-team reps, because then when the moment comes, when the starter gets hurt, that backup is completely unprepared. Cam basically said it wouldn't matter who the quarterback is. You could put Deshaun Watson there. You could put Shedeur Sanders there. You could put Dylan Gabriel there. You could put Dan Orlovsky there. You could even put Cam Newton himself there. And it still wouldn't work, because the team simply doesn't have the talent. According to Cam Newton, the issue is bigger than Shedeur Sanders. It's the system. It's the preparation. It's the offense. It's Cleveland. And honestly, a lot of people agree with him. Fans have seen this offense struggle. Analysts have talked about how poorly constructed the roster looks. And when Cam said what he said, he didn't shake the football world. He confirmed what many were already thinking. But then Stefanski responded. He defended his approach. He said the focus had to be on preparing the rookie starter. He said both quarterbacks got extra work after practice. He said the team trusts both guys. But talk is talk. Trust is shown through representatives, through preparation, through readiness. And that's where the controversy begins. Because now Shedeur is heading into the biggest week of his young NFL career. For the first time ever, he'll be the official starter. For the first time ever, he'll get a full week of practice with the first-team offense. For the first time ever, he'll have the chance to run the plays, build timing, build chemistry, and get himself mentally ready for a game. And it couldn't come at a more intense moment. Not after a robbery, not after a rough debut, not after national criticism, not after being accused of being put in a losing situation, not after the entire NFL world started asking whether he's being set up to fail. Now the spotlight is even brighter. The pressure is even heavier. The expectations are even higher. Everyone wants to see what Shedeur will do with real preparation, real reps, a real chance, because this game against the Las Vegas Raiders is more than a game. It's a statement. It's an opportunity. It's a chance to show the world that he's not the quarterback from last week. He's the quarterback he's been training his entire life to be. And this is where the story becomes bigger than football. When your home is violated, it changes you. It affects your peace, your focus, your sense of safety. It reminds you that fame comes with risk. Money attracts danger. Visibility attracts people with bad intentions. To deal with that mentally, at the same time you're preparing for the biggest game of your life, that's tough. Really tough. But this is where champions are made. Not when everything is going smoothly, but when life hits hardest. Legends are born in adversity. Pressure builds diamonds, but pressure can also break you. Shedeur Sanders is standing at a crossroads. On one side is opportunity, on the other is overwhelming pressure. Success or setback. Silencing the critics or feeding them. A breakout moment or a breaking point. This next game will not define his entire career, but it will define the narrative moving forward. It will shape how people talk about him, how the media sees him, how the franchise treats him, and how the future of the Browns' quarterback room unfolds. Fans want to see him succeed. Some want him to fail. The media wants a story. His teammates want stability. And Shedeur, more than anyone, wants to prove he belongs. What happens next will say everything about who he is as a player and who he is as a person. Will he rise above the chaos? Will he show the league why he deserves the spotlight? Will he use this moment to rewrite the entire narrative? Or will the pressure of a home robbery, a shaky debut, and national criticism be too much to handle? One thing is certain. This story is just beginning, and the world is watching. So now I want to know, what do you think? Is Shedeur ready? Is he being set up to fail? Or is he about to shock everyone in his first real NFL start? Time will tell.
But whatever happens next, you can bet it's going to make headlines.